Welcome everybody to a look at another Warner Brothers Archive collection release, and this one is 1956's Baby Doll. So this is directed by Elia Katzman, who also did the really rather fantastic films On the Waterfront and Panic in the Streets. So this is a black comedy film clocking in at 114 minutes long. Stars the likes of Carl Malden, who I've seen in 12 other films. Favourites from him being the likes of The Cat and the Nine Tails, Where the Sidewalk Ends, Birdman of Alcatraz, and Nevada Smith. Also stars Carol Baker, who was in a numerous of other American films in the 50s and 60s, but she eventually moved in over to Rome to film a bunch of Italian films. But before then, she was in the really rather great The Big Country. But then her Italian films were the likes of A Quiet Place to Kill, So Sweet, So Perverse, and Knife of Ice. And finally stars Eli Wallach. Wallach was in 7 other films, but best ones from him are undoubtedly The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, as well as The Lineup. So Archie Lee Mahan is a failing cotton gin owner who is married to Baby Doll, a 19-year-old childlike beauty whose father arranged for the marriage for financial reasons. As Archie awaits the arrival of Baby Doll's 20th birthday, the day that they are supposed to consummate their marriage, he faces interference from business rival Silver Vaccaro, who plots to seduce Baby Doll from Mahan. Although Vaccaro has other reasons outside of the fact that he's a business rival. Vaccaro also believes that Mahan has burnt down his cotton gin in kind of spectacular style. So yeah, that's another reason why he's seducing Baby Doll, is to try and get confession out of her that Mahan wasn't even there at the time that the place burnt down. So yeah, unfortunately though, I did not appreciate the racist language in this. I know it's from the mid 50s, but racist language was really rather quite commonplace at the time when it came to television or film. But yeah, there's just no excuse for it, and I really just did not appreciate it at all. The pacing could have also been better, and it is probably a little on the longer side of things than necessary. However, the performances are great, especially from the 3 leads, and the plot is generally engrossing. The character interactions are also well handled. The cinematography is on point. The production is decent, especially where it's set in this mostly old house that is quite frankly falling apart. It's really rather well done. There are several laughs throughout, and the oddball tone does help keep things overall interesting. But yeah, unfortunately, those 3 issues I have with it at that I said at the beginning do ultimately stop this from being better than it actually is. But still, 3.5 out of 5. So it's not like I've slated it, but it's definitely my least favorite of the Elia Katzman films that I've seen so far. As per usual, you only get the poster on the outside and the barely printed disc on the inside. Do get a couple of special features though on this. We get a featurette of called Baby Doll See No Evil, and we also get the Baby Doll trailer on top of that as well. So yeah, fairly solid film, but I do prefer Crossfire that came out same alongside this in the Warner Brothers Archive collection, especially since this has racism in it, but it's condemning it. It's criticizing it, showing it for the ugly thing that it actually is, whereas this just lets it slide. So yeah, ultimately 2 different kind of films in terms of tackling such a thing like that, but still overall a solid effort, and one that is well worth watching, I found. So yeah, but if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.